Welcome back to Guitalele Tutorials. Today we are going to look into two more strumming patterns, that is strumming pattern 7 and strumming pattern 8. So without further ado, let's start. The strumming pattern 7 is a simple one in terms. So how it's simple, it's like so you use the same down up down up down up down up, so you're not missing anything, so you don't have to think about missing any strum here. So how it looks like is this: down up down up down up down up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and down up down up down up down up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and okay. So this is the strumming pattern. It's pretty simple one. So basically you are just doing all the strums, and basically you are checking your hand movement is smooth or not, you are making any jerk motions or not, like something like this you are making or not. So you have to check that as well. So this pretty basically is a checking strumming pattern. It's kind of a bit unusual and may sound a very boring one, but when you mix this strumming pattern with other strumming patterns in a song or in your playing, you will get a very good result out of it. So I'll show you what I mean by that. But before going there, we'll just start with metronome. So I'm using 75 BPMs here. 1 2 3 4, down up 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 down up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and down up down up down up down up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and okay. So this is all about strumming pattern 7. So you just play it repeatedly, check that your motion is not missed. You should have a very smooth motion, swinging motion. So I stress this too much, but yeah, that's what it should look like. So you shouldn't be jerking any motion, something like this you shouldn't do. You should make a very smooth flowing motion. Okay, so you tap your foot along with it and it will be very fine. So practice it. For people who are good at rhythm and all, they just get it into 2 to 3 days or 2 to 3 sittings, 2 to 3 sessions, or 1 week session. But who are a little bit slow in catching up with the rhythms and all, maybe they will take some more time. But this one is a very good strumming pattern to check and also to control your hand movements and making it very smooth and flawless. Okay, so that was strumming pattern 7. Now we're moving to strumming pattern 8. Strumming pattern 8 also is kind of a mixed pattern, so where we miss some of the up strums. Actually 2 up strums we are missing, but the up strums are in the front and in the back. So what I mean by that is that our up strums are missed after the first down strum and the fourth down strum. So the strumming pattern becomes down down up down up down. Okay, so we are missing the first up strum after the first down strum and up strum after the fourth down strum. So how it looks like? So it looks like this: down down up down up down, down down up down up down, 1 2 and 3 and 4, down down up down up down. Okay, so this is what it sounds like. So now we are going to play this pattern with 75 BPM along with the metronome. 1 2 3 4, down down up down up down, down down up down up down, 1 2 and 3 and 4, 1 2 and 3 and 4, down down up down up down, 1 2 and 3 and 4. 4. Okay, so enough practice here. So if you want, you can rewind the video and again practice it with the BPM here, or maybe you can follow your own metronome app, or a metronome. If you have a physical metronome, you can even use that. But yeah, keep practicing this one. So this one, why I'm stressing on this one is basically it forms a foundation for our next practice set, next strumming pattern set. So where we'll be talking about ties. So what are ties and all, we'll discuss in a little bit of theoretical video coming next. So and then we'll see how the foundation helps there, getting along with it. Okay, so yeah, that's a little bit of heads up for our next video. So there will be some theory and some implementation of that theory. Okay, now you may have a question, why we use these many strumming patterns, right? And you may have also noticed that in songs there are different strumming patterns that are getting used. For a particular, maybe one section they are using one particular strumming pattern, for other section of the song they are using some other strumming patterns or something like that. So why do we do that? So let's take a simple example. So I'll play the C, A minor, F, G, the common chord progression on Guitalele or Ukulele, and and I'll just play with one single strumming pattern, and I'll play the same thing with a mix of strumming patterns, the same thing that I was talking a few moments ago. So then you will understand why we need different strumming patterns. Okay. So I'm not using metronome, I'll just tap my foot along so to get a rhythm going on. Okay, so first I'll start with the single strumming pattern. So I'll use the same down up down up down up down up strumming pattern, and then we'll switch to the mix one. Okay, so here it goes, the first one. Okay, so this one was the single strumming pattern. Now I'll play the same chord progression over 2 or 3 different strumming patterns. So I'll use, let's say, the strumming pattern 1 from the first video. So that's down, 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 down. That at the time may have sounded a little boring, but when you will see that it's getting into a mix of strumming patterns, things gets to change. Okay, things gets a really cool vibe. Okay, so let's start with that, and then maybe I'll mix the strumming patterns that I used today. So down up down up down up down up, and down down up down up down. Okay, so these 2 strumming patterns from today also I'll mix into the variation, and let's see how it goes like. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so now you have listened that with the same chord progression, the same C, A minor, F, G chord progression, I was able to play this second version a little bit differently, maybe a little bit more interesting, to play, or too more interesting to keep the listener awake, and not like that so they are getting bored, something like that. So yeah, so that's how you can mix in your playing different strumming patterns into your songs, or whenever you're playing any song, or maybe if you are trying to come up with a new song, write a new song, or you want to make a cover of different songs. So maybe you just not only stick to the original strumming pattern that they have used, maybe you switched it up a little bit here and there, and maybe that sounds nice, so even you can start with that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much those were the 8 basic strumming patterns, so that you can mix and match in your playing, that you can use in your playing. In our next video we are going to start with some theory, and then we'll gradually move into more practical orientations of how that theory is being implemented or not. That's all. Thank you.